Here we go. Jerry Mcworter, Hall of Fame master cuemaker from California. This is called a Deco cue. A Deco cue by Mr. Jerry Mcworter, one of our all-time favorite cuemakers, notably one of the most famous and well-known cuemakers in the entire world, Jerry Mcworter. His work speaks for itself. We were fortunate enough because of the kindness of his amazing wife, Miss Jan Mcworter, and our good friend in California, Mr. Paul Edmonds, who has the privilege of being Jerry's buddy and playing pool with Jerry. We were able to get this beautiful cue refinished by Jerry. The cue is now in like new condition. This is an older Mcworter, but it looks like new now. So again, it's called the Deco. What you're looking at here, as it's stated on the LOA that comes with it, this Deco design is beautifully handcrafted from exotic hardwoods. Got some jet black ebony up top and down below. That's what you call Gabon Ebony. Some people call it the cold black ebony. I like calling it jet black. And it has vibrant Birdseye Maple points inlaid with natural points. That's all natural white material right there. So there's obviously no overseas shipping on this beautiful Mcworter. And there's some restrictions based on what state that you live in. Okay, but the natural points are lined. They are lined with sterling silver and then small natural diamond shapes up top. Now I'm going to give you a little bit of a perspective if you've never had the pleasure of owning a Mcworter or seeing one in person. What I just spoke about right there, as stated on the LOA, that silver work is one of the things that Jerry does as good or better than anybody on the planet. Watch this as I spin this Deco. Pay attention to the silver. Look at that. The other thing about it, Jerry's construction, this cue rolls laser straight. I've never had a Mcworter that I wouldn't consider to be excellent in every possible aspect of Jerry's work. He just does such good work. The most important thing, and the reason why I choose to own, collect, and play with Mcworter cues among some of my other favorite cues, it's the playability. That's a 3/8 pin. He does core, by the way. This one's got a great weight to it. This is a nice, perfect weight, 15-ounce butt. And then you see the weight of the shafts. All the specs are on the post. You also have sterling silver lines accented with each point. A lot of really nice silver work in this cue. This stunning cue is finished with a black leather wrap and sterling silver rings. That's the one thing about Mcworter. He always makes a very similar ring. He only has so many different rings that he uses, and this is going to be the most popular, of course. He calls it player friendly. So if you've got, for instance, this Mcworter, I own a couple of Mcworters, which, by the way, if somebody does not buy this beautiful cue in a hurry, I will definitely be tempted to keep it right here in our collection. I love the way they look, and I definitely love the way that they play. If you don't have a Mcworter in your collection, I'll give you a 100% money back guarantee. If you get a Mcworter, not only is the quality and the craftsmanship going to be simply as good as it gets, your playability on a Mcworter cue is going to be awesome. A lot of the really talented players that come out of California, if you walk up to them at the Derby City Classic or the Expo, and you could easily recognize a Mcworter cue. His style is very distinctive. You can see it's got Mcworter 1482 at the bottom right there. Then you've got the reverse points that mirror the front. Of course, Birdseye, natural material, and then more silver. But anyway, anytime somebody's playing with a Mcworter, it's going to draw a lot of attention because they look incredible, but people are always bragging about how good that they play. So there you go, Deco. The condition is, again, like new. The shafts, I'm sure they've been played with. We purchased this cue as a pre-owned cue. We call it a pre-loved cue. It actually was in pretty good shape, had a couple of marks in the finish, and we elected to send it to Jerry. We were able to get the LOA. There it is right there. Jerry Mcworter, American Cuemakers Hall of Fame, cue number 1482. So now it's been refinished, and so it's in like new condition. Everything rolls laser straight, and it does come with that LOA right there. The Deco cue by the Hall of Fame master cue maker from California, notably one of the coolest dudes in pool cues. Jerry's also a musician. He was once a magician. And when you meet Jerry, if you walk up to his booth at the Super Billiards Expo or you walk up to him in a pool room in California, he's one of the nicest guys that you'll ever meet. He's definitely one of the most professional guys that you'll ever meet. And Jerry Mcworter is notably an extremely good pool player. He's done so much for the game of pool. He's very interwoven with the pool community there in California. And he's just a fantastic, fantastic cue maker and fantastic human being all the way around. So there you go. Jerry Mcworter. I'll tell you one thing right now. If you want to put something in your collection, there's a reason why I hang on to Mcworter cues. I've got a couple that are hidden in the cave over here that have never been advertised. Maybe I flirted with a couple of you and showed you before, but I'm always proud of my Mcworter cues. And I have one that's very similar to this cue, actually. It's a similar design. It has the ebony, it has the leather wrap, or I would more than likely be keeping this cue. But in my opinion, if you're going to buy something that's a good long-term investment, I would say that you're very, 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 very safe with a Mcworter. He, again, just got inducted into the American Cuemakers Hall of Fame. So there you go. Mcworter Deco Cue at crossroadcues.com.